Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Diaries for Discussion Podcast back at it again. It's your host, Jermaine.
It's your boy, Tuas, back again with another episode.
That's it. And obviously, we're still recording remotely because we're still going through the second version of lockdown. And to be honest, even if we're not, right now, there's about 7 billion foot of snow outside. So even if lockdown weren't a thing, I would not be going to the studio right now.
Yeah,
What about you two?
I hate the snow. If you've been on our Instagram, you know I've been hating in this bitch like all fucking week. But you see my bedroom. You're going to love this bedroom soon. Like, I'm going to put some more stuff in there. So... Yeah.
Literally driving home yesterday, I was literally like Need for Speed and drifting around the corners just without the control.
We know you can't drive.
In the ice.
We know you can't drive, so don't worry about it. We know you can't drive.
But let's not leave the guests like just staring at our beautiful faces. Today we've got a special guest that you guys might know from ITV2 The Cabin. You might know him from Instagram because he's just popping off doing bits. None other than Nathan Anthony.
Hey, come on.
What up?
Bring him in, come on. Yeah, energy. It's quite early as well, so we've got to get the energy out, man.
I'll take that. We've had our coffee.
Yeah. Yo, Nathan, what's going on, man? What's good with you? Like, let's talk
what
about...
What up, boys?
Let's talk about...
There's no snow down here. We've had nothing.
Where
boys
you at?
Getting the drifts in. We're getting nothing. Bournemouth at the minute.
Oh, yeah. I spoke to Ryan yesterday. He said there's no snow there, so...
Nah, we had like a little tinkle and that's it. I was like...
Mate, it's crazy.
I thought up north normally get snow a lot more than down here, to be honest.
Usually,
like quite often.
Like, normally they get loads, but we've just had nothing. I look out the window and I'm seeing green. I want to see white.
Yeah, you want to see white. Yeah, man.
I would say you're missing out, but to be fair, we're in the stages now where it's just like black slush, ice. You don't want none of it.
I mean, it's good.
No white shoes outside.
Yeah, it's good for the photos. It's good for the photos.
Exactly.
But that's it. Let's talk about a little bit about yourself, man. What do you do? Apart from let's go to the cabins later. Before you enter the cabins, what were you doing?
So modeling and online coaching. So like obviously where the world is shut, I had to move all my PT and that to online. And just carrying on with the modeling, so getting in front of the camera, banging some poses, looking all good.
Looking like a natural as well. We've seen it.
That's all we can do.
I mean, when I found this out, like before the episode, I did like 100 push-ups and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get to their level. Jermaine's been doing this for a while. Nathan's been doing this for a while.
I've seen his gym in the background.
Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Look at Jermaine.
It had to be done.
Yeah.
Do you know what? With the first lockdown, I was looking at him, I was like, you're getting skinny out here. But I was like, it's all right, I'll enjoy it. The gyms will open up soon. Then we went in lockdown again. And I was like, I don't know what this year holds because last year was a mess. So I thought, I'm not going to regret buying in some dumbbells, like invested in dumbbells, barbells. So
I told him not to buy them though. I told him not to buy it so I could catch up because I have weights as well. So I was like, let me catch up in the lockdown. Let me get all of this body out. 2.0. But yeah.
What was that like then, the transition for you, like going from like obviously personal training in person to like online? Because I would have thought that's the way forward anyway, to be honest.
Yeah, I think it's become so common now because no one can do anything. Like we had that little gap in between where like people were trying again, the gyms were open, and then by the time you get back into a new routine, you're shut again, you know?
Yeah.
But it's different doing it online. Obviously, people don't have gyms at home, so it's like, what do you do? Like a lot of them are using body weight. Some of them, like you, have got their own weights, which is banging, but it's weird, man. It's just not the same.
Let's be honest. When you're at the gym, and there's an eye candy, you push yourself more. Like you do. You're like, oh shit,
you're
I can lift the 30 now.
Banging some reps.
Yeah.
10 more. Let's go.
Yeah. And then you like regret it later. I was like, I can't move my arm. Like carpal tunnel. But yeah, man.
You're back to the car and you're like, I'm not going.
Yeah. It's the legs for me. When I do the legs, I can't walk.
Suze, you do not train legs. Let's not lie to you.
Listen. You know I do legs, bro. I'm a basketball player.
Give us a 12.
You ain't seen my ass all the time, man. You're suspect. Stop doing that. You're sus. But yeah.
Training's all right. I've got, I did like yourself. I invested in our home gym. I've got like my bench. I've got like enough to squat. So I'm like maintaining. Yeah. I'm not building. I'm just like, what can you do?
Okay.
You know?
I did see a video somewhere of you like leg pressing one of your friends, I think it was. Is
that
your version of a home gym?
Yeah, literally. So that was first lockdown. I was like, I'm not buying weights. I just come here. And then I just used him.
Yeah, that sounds lit.
It's free.
That sounds lit.
Like that's the thing. Being a PT, you've always got to be like creative. Like you've got to use what you can. So I was just like, you're heavy, you're like 80 kilos, get over here, that'll do.
Yeah.
Just try and keep them legs out there.
Have you ever thought about competing and stuff like that, like bodybuilding?
Oh, I've done it. I've done 3 shows and I've won all 3. So I was like, I'll leave on a high, you know. I don't want to take that loss.
Which ones did you do? Because Jermaine used to do it as well.
So I've done. They're only like the smaller ones. So they're like, one of them was South Coast Body Fitness. One of them was a Mr. Summer competition. And what was the other one? Oh my god, the other one was the first one I did. I can't remember that one. It was like 4 years ago. But they were good.
It's like muscle model, those sort of like.
Yeah. So less of the big guys, like, because obviously I'm not a big guy. You know, I can look big on the camera, but I ain't big.
Same, man. Same. My angles are lit.
Right, and the
angles. My chest looks popping on an angle, bro. So
they come meet you in person, like, who are you?
Yeah, exactly.
It's all about the lighting.
Yeah,
the lighting,
would you compete
again,
angles. Yeah, definitely. When this is over, obviously with all this time to think, I definitely need to get back on stage. It's that confidence we get as well, like just and having that mental something to focus on, you know.
Yeah,
that's exactly what I said to Tuas as well. Like, obviously, trying to stay motivated during this lockdown has been difficult. Like, when you've not got nothing to work towards, like, because competing takes a lot as well. Like, I've got friends that compete show after show after show, back to back, and like, I take my hat off to them because that takes a lot. Like the diet,
it's the strain, like
cardio.
Even with the first lockdown, I had so many clients which I was training to compete, and they were like 14 weeks into prep. You know how it feels, and then boom, lockdown. Your comp isn't happening. So they prepped all this time.
No reward.
There was some tears. Like, it wasn't good. Boys.
I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. It's like cutting weight, innit? When you're boxing, it's like it's so hard to like prepare for that mentally as well, and then suddenly it's not there. It's mad. It's mad.
Okay. So how did you transition in from modeling to obviously auditioning in for The Cabin?
Did you even audition?
Nah, so that was they that's the power of Instagram, power of socials. They hit me. They kind of found me, and then were just like, "Is this something you consider?" And I was like, "Okay, why not?"
See, I wish Jermaine would have done the same. You know, when he had offers, he's just like, "Nah, I won't do it."
Oh, no. I want to hear this.
No, I was going to say, well, I had like offers to do certain shows with ITV, but that was like obviously similar sort of dating shows, but obviously I was in a relationship at the time. So
okay,
that's a bit different.
I would have logged it off,
like
mate.
The early stages then?
Huh?
What was the early stages like leading up to it then? Like, obviously
so I didn't even know what was going to happen in the show. So it was when they explained it, they were like, right, it's a dating show, it's a blind date, you're going to get a holiday. I was like,
sweet.
Who doesn't want that?
Yeah.
And then that was it. We had to go to these hotels. We were told nothing at all until we got there. It was so hush hush. Like ITV2 was so they don't tell you anything, man. Like they'll tease you in, and then that's it.
See, that would like I'd know I'm already plotting in the hotel rooms. Like, if I go in here and it's like Big Brother, I'm fucking everything up. Like, do you know what I mean? I already plotted. Like, I'm fucking everything up. But
nah, there were cameras everywhere. Like,
innit? Like,
yeah, because obviously I don't think you can leak anything. So I was like, oh, obviously everything was very hush hush. You had to sign some papers, and obviously, it was good though.
Yeah.
How was the experience for you? Like, we've seen bits. We've seen bits. Other people might not seen you in the show yet.
Oh yeah. So this is like the big secret. So you know, what was it on? I was on 2 episodes, right?
Yeah.
We actually stayed for 4 days, but they shortened it to 2 days, just to make it, you know, fit, because I think they filmed so many couples. Yeah, like the content was stretched, you know. And when we were there, you weren't allowed to leave the cabin. So like,
wow,
there's only so much you can do.
But you had the phone there, right? You had your own phone in the cabin, so I didn't know how that worked.
But you could only text like 3 people.
Right,
so, like,
right. Because I say so much. I see a bit of you, man, and I was like, bro, why did you leave her to ring your mate?
Yeah.
And I was like, you come back out, and I was like, man, this guy is a boss. Like, he just left her there. She's thinking, she's sitting there thinking like, what is he doing? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, yeah, that was mad.
Yeah, it was mad time. It was good though, man. She was a good girl. She was fun. Like, it was all right.
Yeah. Do you remember what your first like day was like in the cabin? What was your first like, overall impression when you walked in there? And did you meet like the girl you was with beforehand, or did you both first?
Yeah, no. So she was in there already when I walked in. Like, she was just stood there. I don't know how long she was there. And obviously, you're told nothing. I didn't even know where I was going. Like, it's almost like, imagine being kidnapped. And you were just driven to all these places, like, and then I was just like put in here, and then like it was just like boom from there. Like, there's no prompting. It's just like go, go, go.
Yeah, see,
okay. I can imagine the days must drag out as well. Like when there's no sense of, I'm guessing there's no sense of like obviously duration, time. Like, do you have tasks during the day as well? Is
so every now and again they'll be like, oh, try this, try that. But like, it was just mad. Like they tried to make it so real, if that makes sense. Yeah. So they kind of just tried not to say anything to us unless we were doing something wrong or I broke something. Like, what could you do?
So what was like the feedback from with your friends and family? Like, did they support you? I see it looked like you got good feedback.
It was good. Like, I had, obviously, you do get a little bit of bad, obviously, but there's like majority is good. And like, I was watching it from like when it came out, I was behind a pillow, boys. I was like, watched it like that.
I didn't say
that. Like they don't show you until it's out, like till everyone's seen it. You don't get to see a preview.
Oh shit. Oh, I would get so much hate if that was me. I would get so much hate. I won't be able to do it.
It's one of those, isn't it? It's a risk. It is a bit of a risk.
Yeah. Well, what's that saying? Like, any publicity is good publicity. Like, the good bad comes with a good sort of thing.
Yeah, that's true. That is, one of the boys had a girlfriend though. Did you see that in the paper?
No. Yeah. No, he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
It was in the Sun.
No
they called him out on the reunion show about it. He had a girlfriend when he went on the show, and they called him out. But apparently they were just best friends.
And that's exactly why I didn't go in it.
That's what I mean. Like, you'd have been like in the.
That would have been me too.
Wrong reason.
That would have been you. But then our podcast would have fucking blew up because like Jay's a cheater, and then we'd have spoke about it on the podcast.
Oh, that would have been something, boys. That would have been content.
Yeah, I mean, like, after being in the cabins, would you ever go in a reality TV show again, like X on the Beach or Love Island? Like, would you?
Oh yeah, all day long. I mean, the treatment you get from them is unreal.
Yeah,
obviously being on it is just a buzz the whole time. It just goes up and up and up. You know.
Yeah.
And since then, it's just kind of gone up, and it's just stayed there. And I'm just like chilling at this top stage. It's definitely, if anyone gets a chance, I'll definitely do it.
Speak, big man.
No, I was gonna say, was it a bit like weird going back from obviously that time in the spotlight, let's say, to then going back to obviously what you know as the norm, like the normal everyday life?
Yeah,
it's a bit of a transition, like the phase.
Yeah, like going from here to here and then back to normal. You're treated from like celeb life back to right, cook your own food, do your own stuff. You know, like, you're like, take me back.
Yeah, so like
I saw somewhere.
Go on. Big man, let me land next time. Big man, if you're gonna talk about the other one, go on. Mine's a little bit.
No, I was going to say that I see somewhere you mentioned about two of the biggest takeaways from it was obviously TV is not all what it's made out to seem, sort of thing, and also not to care about people's comments.
Definitely. So with the comments, obviously, you got to be like. The easiest way to explain it is you could go on a show and say 100 things, and if the people, like the producers, want you to look bad, they'll take two bad things out of 100 good things. But then if they want you to look good, they'll take the 98 good things and forget the two bad things. You know?
Yeah, because everything
sway the narrative, sort of thing.
Everything is about context, isn't it? Everything is about context.
Yeah, that's the thing that they don't tell you. Nobody will ever tell you that, but I did.
Yeah.
Got the exclusive. But what about like the comments then? Has it been like a struggle, like handling any sort of like negative comments, or?
I've had a few phone calls which, like, you know, people are like, oh, go kill yourself, do this, do that. Like, that's normal. Like, that's just standard. But you just like hang it up, put it down, move on, don't you forget about it. And then you get so much good like feedback. It's worth it, you know, as long as you can take it. Obviously, you need to be quite a strong person to go on TV, I think. Like, mentally, you need to be quite cold, if that makes sense. You need to be able to just
block
switch
it
off.
out.
Literally. But I think that's with any show, honestly. That's just. I think a lot of people they just jump on it expecting to get famous off it, and then you're like, they don't want the rest, like the bad side of it, you know.
Yeah, you gotta go with the bad and the good, to be honest. But like that's the thing, like people that we spoke to in the industry and stuff like that, they do say like some people can't handle that mental aspect of the hate because they portray themselves as such good people that when something happens is like, whoa, Like, why is everyone fucking ain't talking about me no more? Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
And that's the thing. They'll try, and even if they think their like limelight's drying up, they'll try and do something stupid just to bring it back to them. You know.
Oh yeah. We see that all the time. Like especially with trends like social media, TikTok. People do like outrageous things for that little bit of fame, don't they? Like
just for like 10 seconds, and then they forgot about it the next day. Like,
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Stephen Bear, we're talking to you, by the way. Stephen Bear, we're talking to you. Stop doing stupid shit. Stop doing stupid shit.
I've seen that. I saw that this morning.
He's mad. Come on, Stephen, sort yourself out. God damn it. But yeah,
it's a shame, like you're saying, like obviously that's becoming the norm, like getting threats like that. Let's say, like comments like what you just said, like end your own life. Like it shouldn't be the norm, should it? But obviously, and I guess for some people that go on reality TV shows or any sort of like spotlight that they get, they might not be aware of that. So did you have anyone sort of guide you or tell you like this is what is like likely going to happen before?
Yeah, so ITV2 were really good. They give you like a prep. They give you like an analysis before they even think you should go on there, like just to make sure you're okay. Like they do look after you, and they do provide like the aftercare and everything. So like just to make sure they give you someone to talk to if anything does happen, etc., etc. But yeah, they were good. They were good to me. I think everyone had the same treatment, which I didn't even expect. But I think obviously where everything's happened before with people, everyone's got to protect each other now.
Yeah, of course. Mental health is a massive thing now. Obviously, like it's prevalent now. People should talk about it more. Like we're doing a charity run for a couple of mental health charities and Save the Children. So it is one of those things. Like you kind of get into your own narrative sometimes in your own head, and it's like even though your life is great, you don't think like that, and it's just like so many things that you kind of deal with. Did you deal with anything like that after going away from the show? Obviously, from being like that lifestyle to going back to normality. Like, did you ever feel like, right, my mental health is suffering, I need to talk to someone?
No, I was all right, to be fair. Like, I think I've always got the right people around me. Like they always say, there's like quality other than quantity when it comes to friends. Yeah, of course, like, even though I was getting all this great feedback from stuff, a lot of it I was just letting go of my head, and I was just talking to like my main crew, and they're always real. If I do something stupid, they'd tell me. If I do something good,
you need
they
that.
Don't
You
tell
me.
Yeah. That's
I think we spoke about it, didn't we? Like not having a yes man around all the time, like friends that just agree with everything or say,
you don't want that.
Yeah. That's why we hate each other, bro. That's why we hate each other. Because we just we just say like, I don't like you, I don't like what you did, but no, I do like.
But then that's guide code for like, you're my boy.
Yeah, exactly, you're my boy.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah. We're probably the only people like in 2020 that argued so much as friends, like with the lockdown and everything. Like we literally argued a lot in 2020, but creative differences in a good way.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. It's good to have contrast.
Yeah, of course. Right, so I'm gonna ask you some questions now. So we spoke about Love Island and X on the Beach. Let's go with X on the Beach. Let's say you're on X on the Beach. How many X's are we going to see here? Like, how many would pop up? Like, if there were... I'm like,
here we go.
I'm snitching. But yeah, go on.
Do you mean like the crazies? Or
it's up to
like
you.
Good one?
Yeah, good ones, crazy. Like, which would you prefer, the crazy or the good one? If they're listening, this is just a game. It's no...
Hey, there's some good ones I'd want, but... I think the crazy ones would be more entertaining.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Like, you don't know whether it's a kiss or a knife, like that type of crazy.
It's like, come here.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh no, you learn how to dodge all of that stuff.
Yeah, that's it, boys. That's what you got to do. You got to have like a little radar now.
Yeah. You know. It's like she's smiling, but she's got the knife behind her back. Yeah, I've been there.
It's ready. It's charged.
Yeah. Of course, man. Of course. Right, Love Island. Would you go? Anywhere it will be, Love Island, would you go?
Yeah, I think anyone would give it a chance.
Yeah. See, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Would you put on a facade though? Because some people like going there with a game plan. In fact,
I think
myself.
Yeah, I think you can always see through stuff like that. I mean, if I went on it, it would just be like I did with that show. It would just be just you. If you don't like it, on your bike,
Yeah.
And then I think people can always see through the games. Like you can always, every time I watch it, you can see who's being fake and who's real, I think we're all trained to see that now.
Yeah. People obviously do like to see a villain and like see people shaking things up, obviously. But I think it's different as well. It's different when you're trying to be fake to everyone and fool the world, or if you're just trying to be fake to people within, like, let's say a house or the island or whatever.
Oh,
to cameras and to the audience, you're like, this is what I'm going to do. So you let them know, sort of thing. Because then it's like you're playing game, ain't it?
Oh yeah, sometimes you got to stir things up. Like that's just life.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, though. You can fake a personality, like what we spoke with our previous guest on Tinder. Like they could say like, "Oh, I'm this and that," and then you meet them, they're like fucking wet blankets. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no personality.
I've done that so many times. You're like, you get there and you're like, "Oh, cool, you're this, that, and that," and then after a week, it's like, "Wait, it's different. Who are you? Like, where did they go?"
Exactly. Yeah. But it's about finding that balance.
So you mentioned like a reunion show then. Like, can you tell us a little bit about that? Like, what was that like getting back together?
So only some of them went. I didn't actually go, just because I think with COVID they're only allowed so many. But obviously, I was texting them all the whole time. We're all kind of quite close. We all talk like text all the time, and there was some like drama. There were some arguments. But if anyone watched it, they'll see obviously like you can tell. Like, you know when some people are faking it and they're just trying to grit their teeth just to smile and just be like, let's just get this done. Like, there was a lot of that on the show. And I think only one couple actually stayed together from the show.
Oh, shit.
And that was, from out of all of them, only one couple. And that was Charlotte and, I don't even know the other one's name.
Was it like a fan favorite, or was that like the underdog sort of couple?
I think they were the first ones, literally straight in, and I think they moved in together straight after, but they had to keep it secret the whole time. Until I think that must have been at least 4 months they were together.
Oh shit!
Yeah, before they could even tell anyone.
Yeah, because crazy. Because you have to kind of play on the whole narrative, isn't it? It's like they met from the show and stuff like that. There's this success story, so I mean, it's the same with like I think. The brotherhood of like the guys as well, like you say you still message loads of people. It's the same with like Love Island, isn't it? Like with like the previous show, and they're still doing their own show and all of that stuff. So yeah, the brotherhood kind of stays there. I think with guys it does, doesn't it? I don't know about the women's side of things.
Yeah, I know. I think with the boys there's less drama. I mean, guys, I don't know about you guys, but I just don't like drama. If I can avoid it, I would.
Exactly, yeah.
Whereas I think some girls. Yeah, all day long. But some girls just feed off it, don't they? They love it. They love a bit of drama. And they'll kind of, even if nothing's there and they see a potential, they'll just like pick at it and then just let it go, you know?
I mean, I like chaos once a month. So I don't know if that's drama. Like, you got to have a little bit of a mix up. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes.
Oh, yeah, you got to have a little spice.
Yeah. Spice is good.
His truths are coming out now.
It's always been like that. You know me. It's always been like that.
But and Nathan, as like your like dating been different for you since the show in any way? Obviously with that sort of.
Yeah, I'm much more not narrow-minded, but I know what I want, you know.
Yeah.
As in like, I've had this, I've had that, I've had this and that, and I'm like, oh, let's bring a bit of each, and until I get it all, then we're just chilling, you know.
Yeah, I think connection is when you get older. And you know your own like goals and stuff, you want to kind of build something with someone, and it's just like let's do something together. Like, do you know what I mean? Like a couple YouTube channel.
Like you build, build together.
Yeah, of course.
But then the biggest thing is like the loyalty. That's like 2021. If you see that, like that's rare.
Exactly. Instant gratification, man. Everyone's like, if you ain't doing great for me, I could go on Tinder and find someone else. You know,
there's too much temptation.
It is like wandering eyes, but. Yeah, if
it's
any
like
of you girls,
shop and just picking one out.
If any of you girls are listening, you know I'm not talking to anyone else. I'm just talking to you. but yeah.
Couldn't even start with straight
I'm cutting that out because I'm gonna get in trouble.
That's gone.
I'm getting red right now. But yeah.
What about like the number side of things? Like, did you get sort of the feedback you expected from the show then, like in terms of numbers following, overall feedback?
Yeah, like they didn't know what they were going to do with the show, so like we didn't realize it was going to be so big. Like I didn't even know it was going to be on it. So it was the same slot as Love Island.
Yeah.
Like I thought it was just going to be like a normal like kind of evening show, like daytime, like 5-6 o'clock kind of thing. But where it took that prime slot, I think we were all quite surprised that it did so well. Obviously it wasn't the hype of Love Island, but it was
but it was new, wasn't it? Yeah, it was new. So
it was one of those. I think some people get into it and then a second series and then it becomes a thing. But I don't think it'll ever replace Love Island, not gonna lie.
Nah, you don't reckon? What if they invite you in? Yeah. What happens when they invite you back to like I don't know, the 4th series and then it's like huge? Would you go back?
I'll pack my bag.
There you go. Lit. I might be in there too, man. I'm auditioning. Like I'll be like, yo, bring me in.
But I'll be a neighbour. I'll be like,
yo,
there you go.
Yo, what's good, man? Yeah, like have a pint. Yeah.
But now, leading up to all this though, like, what's obviously like quarantine and lockdown been for you so far? Like the first.
It's been
lockdown,
all right.
lockdown.
Like the first one was easy. Second one, I was a bit like fed up, and now I think is this the third one?
It must be.
I was about to say, you said second, like it's the third. Is this the third? I
think it's the third.
I'm losing.
It's the third.
Yeah, I'm the same. I'm just like, it's almost been a year now. I'm like,
it's because you was in Dubai. You was in Dubai for one of the lockdowns. That's why.
Oh, you got out. You made it.
I did not. Really nice. I don't know what it is though, but I think the second like lockdown, like, and this lockdown, it's been affecting a lot of people. Like a lot of my friends and people I know have been saying like the first one was fine, but this one is hitting it's hitting their mental game a lot more.
I think it's like the gyms, and you can't do anything now because it's in like a proper lockdown. Even the second one was a proper. Yeah. This one's gone back to like prison lockdown. You know, you can't even go to the shop without getting asked why.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone.
Is there like a strong?
Go on. No, actually, let me land. You've been talking. All right. So everyone as well, like everyone that I know started getting COVID. I got COVID. Jermaine got COVID. So it was just like, before it was like, this ain't real. No one I know has got COVID. So, and then we all started getting it. So it was just like, fuck, it is real.
It's getting closer and closer to
home.
Yeah,
it's one of them.
Yeah. Did you?
I mean, I've had it twice.
Oh shit.
I had it the first time, like right at the start before we even went into lockdown. I had it last Christmas, and then I had it again. Christmas again this year, pretty much. It came around, like but I was quite lucky. Like obviously, I know some people get it really bad. I had literally loss of smell, and I slept for a day, and it was gone. Like it was gone within 2 days, really.
Yeah. How long did it take for your smell to come back? Because mine was gone for like a good 3 months.
Oh no, mine took like a week to come back. I was quite lucky. I think.
Oh, okay.
But the first time I had it, I was gone. I was gone for like 2 weeks. Yeah. It wiped me out, I think.
Yeah. That's mad. I only got a sore throat and like loss of taste, like you, like a couple of days it was gone. I was working out in my bedroom and Jermaine was like, no, don't work out. Your lungs might collapse, your chest might.
Nah, you burn it out, don't you?
Yeah. I was like, I want to be healthy. I was eating fruits, all my vitamins. I was like, bruh, I'm getting out of this. I used the Asian remedy. I got my fucking ginger and shit. I was like, yo, I'm down. I am living. But yeah, no, it was mad. It was mad.
No, to be fair, I tried working out one time when I had it, but that just hit my lungs hard. Like, do you know when you go for a run and you go through that barrier where your lungs just burning? I had that like the next 3 days after that. So
it's all the way here. It's in your throat. It's not good.
Yeah. So luckily, I didn't get no like respiratory like problems. Like for example,
afterwards,
relatives had it as well, and friends had it. Yeah, and they got like breathing problems and stuff. Luckily, I didn't get that. I just got loss of taste. And one day I was like drained. I was in bed. I was bedbound for the day basically. But other than that, I've not had much really. But I've heard like rumors about having it 2 times in a row. Like you can't get it X amount of time after having it the first time, or I don't know what the truth is, to be honest.
The other thing as well is like the immunity, you know. I've got friends which are like, they're obviously with their missuses, like obviously you know how it goes. They've got COVID, right? And their missus don't. After all this stuff, missus ain't got COVID.
Oh, I've had friends like that as well.
It just shows that women are stronger than us, innit? Like, what's going on?
They can take it, but they don't get it.
Yeah. But for me as well, like I spent a 2-hour car journey with a family member when I had it, but I didn't know I had it at the time. I tested the next day, and mine come back positive, and theirs come back negative.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Some people just don't get it. Like it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's mad. That's mad. Yo, you know what, Nathan? Do you like music festivals?
Yeah, all day long.
Do you reckon he'll be back? He'll be back by the summer.
I'm hoping so. I mean, which one was it? Glastonbury that's cancelled.
Glastonbury's cancelled.
Yeah, but they've tried to do. Which one are they going to do this year? They're doing Sevens, Bournemouth Sevens. That's ones that they've pushed them all back to like September, haven't they?
Right. I've never heard of the Bournemouth Sevens. What is that? It sounds like a vibe.
Oh, have you never? Oh, that is
heard
the biggest thing in Bournemouth. Like it's across the whole south coast. It's this huge festival. Last year, I think they had Example, Eminem.
Yeah.
I think they had Chasing Status at one point, and they've got another festival down here in Sandbanks. They do.
Yeah.
And they're like the biggest thing down here. You get like. They're not as big as like Reading Fest, but they're big. They're big for here.
The same caliber.
I'm telling you though, bro. Go on. Before
I
say mine, go on.
No, I was gonna say I'm a noob. Like I think I've been to like one festival, and that was just like a minor sort of.
Which one was that?
Sort of festival. It was like an old school one. Do you know, like old, like an old group.
It was like, you know, when they're playing classical music. That's sort of Jermaine type. Yeah.
Like a big.
Yeah. They're just like whispering in your ear ASMR with a violin. But you know what, man? Like, I'm looking at festivals up in Portugal, the Rolling Loud and the Afro Festival. It looks fucking sick. And obviously,
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Other countries, they're just going to carry on. I think it's our country, which are like delayed.
Yeah, they haven't.
I don't know where we went wrong.
They haven't cancelled any of their festivals up in Portugal and stuff like that. So, yeah, man,
we can get out. Go.
Yeah, Jermaine, you got to do a festival with me this year, man. If that's your first ever festival, come on.
I'm up for it. Obviously, we've signed up to a few things that's like obviously in big crowds. Like we're going to do the sponsored run if it's going to go ahead. Obviously, we didn't like to say we don't know what's going to pan out this year. I wanted to do that Tough Mudder as well. I don't know if you've done like an obstacle race before.
My best friend's done that. I was meant to do it, but I couldn't do it. I got injured. But he loved that. It's huge, Tough Mudder.
Yeah. That's so good. Running through tasers, but obviously
tasers.
I don't know how it's going to.
Wait.
Electric wires.
What tasers?
Yeah.
Did you have to sign an NDA before? Like,
yeah, you do, don't you?
Oh fuck!
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, a lot of them.
I'm into pain, but that type of pain, nah. Plus mud, nah. Any of you girls, I ain't gonna snitch on myself again. But
so two's like crazy girls, pain, knives. It's all coming out.
I'll send some your way.
Yeah. Tattoos as well. Yeah, they have to be tattooed. You know. Suicide girls.
Come spend a day with me. I'll give you a fee.
Let's go, man.
Yeah, we said we're gonna go up north at some point this year.
Yeah, but not north. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Don't go too far.
Yeah, not north. He knows it. Nathan knows it.
Like getting.
It goes like all right, sound, and then like scary
levels.
Yeah. So Nathan, you thought about getting like a publicist or anything like that for like future TV shows?
Yeah, I've got a what's it called, an agent. He's good. He's a good guy. He's close, and he's done all sorts for me already. I think he's the guy that put me in contact with you two.
What, Ryan?
That's good.
Yeah, Ryan.
He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Yeah,
he's so sound.
Yeah. He will run through a wall for you, bro. That's Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
He will run through a wall for you. That's the
guy. He's just so humble. Like,
for sure.
He's one of those, one of the good ones, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
and it's hard to find that. Sometimes, like people already
it's
have.
Good when you find like a decent.
Yeah, because sometimes agent already has so many talents in their roster that they don't give you that time of day.
You get
lost. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Ryan's great.
Yeah, he could be doing 10 things and he'd still do the 11th one for me, like if I need it, you know. And he's good for me because I'm kind of, when it comes to approaching companies and stuff, I'm so, how you doing, you're all right kind of thing, and he's like, no, this is how you do it, and I'm like, yeah.
See, that's Jermaine for me. That's Jermaine for me, because I'm more like, hey, what's going on? Like Jermaine's like,
yeah, you're like me,
we need to be professional with this.
Yeah, it's still got the friendly vibe, obviously, but a lot of the time it's just straight to the point, ain't it? Like,
that's how you got to be, and I'm like, oh wait, is that too harsh, you know?
But
when it's business, they don't care, like, no, it's got to be done.
Yeah, of course. Business is business, bro.
Okay.
Gotta make that dough.
Yeah, make that money. So what sort? Go on, you go. You go. You know what, man? We're not used to the whole Zoom because we're normally in the studio, and obviously you can tell a vibe. So the Zoom is fucking shit. Go on, Jermaine. Go on.
No, I was going to go into training. Like, if the gyms don't open anytime soon, like, what sort of equipment do you use? Like, and like, have you got any sort of future plans with your personal training courses?
So I'm going to launch a new company soon with online coaching, like a pure basis. So, like, instead of sitting one-to-one, I'll kind of create more plans so I can help more people. Because obviously, where I'm doing, you can only do so much with people on Zoom per day. It limits you. Yeah. So I'm going to kind of create something which I can kind of give to mass people and help them. That makes sense. But when it comes to my training, I've got my bench, I've got my dumbbells, my barbells, so I'm all right. My body's fine.
Yeah.
But other people,
no resistance bands then.
I've got a few.
I broke a few,
and they fucking hurt.
Oh, I've done that. I've done that.
But that's interesting though. With the whole plan of the business, it's kind of like Peloton, isn't it? When they do that whole live thing and everyone's doing the spinning class, that's actually quite good. And then obviously you can venture into apps and like, there's so many fitness apps out there that you can kind of just be like, no, this is me, this is my shit. This is
that's the thing. Instead of being a fitness, it's your own brand. People
exactly.
believe into you, not a dodgy app.
Exactly. And your own brand is yours. I think I would say that to everyone. If you're trying to build something, like when it's yours, it's yours and your money is yours. It's great. It's great. But yeah, man. No, we're looking forward to that anyway. Like we'll shut that out once that comes out, bro. I'll be using that.
It won't be long. I'm working on it today. I do bits every day and then I've got my other stuff going on. Yeah, that's good. What can you do?
Laying it down brick by brick. Well, thank you for coming on, Nathan. You've been an amazing guest.
No
Where
worries,
can people find you on socials?
So socials, you've got Nathan Thonny, pretty much. It's like a shortened version. That's Instagram. Facebook is just Nathan Anthony, and that's it. That's all we got.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna put everything on our notes. Everything on the notes, man. Legend. Nathan, you've been amazing.
And thank you, boys.
Thank you for coming on again.
You're coming on you're coming on the festival.
Bring me to one of the festivals. I want to see him at a festival, man.
Mate, you don't want to see that. You don't want to see that. It's mad. It's madness. All right, then, bro. Peace.
All right, boys. Peace out.
Thank you guys for listening in. It's your boy Tuas, Nathan here, and Jermaine. So, peace out.
Diaries for Discussion. Until next time, look after yourself.
Yeah, look at that model face right there, bro. Yeah. See what I'm saying? I need to learn from the best.
Practicing that in the mirror.
Boys, all day long.